Alright, hey, this is Ace55 here. I'm gonna do a little Madolche Deck Profile. I finally got a screen recorder, so hopefully I can do this more. Hopefully I can do some duels. I want to get together with the team, do some packs. We did a Battle Pack Epic Dawn tournament kind of thing, sealed play. That didn't really work out, so I'm trying to put up more videos for you guys. Because, I don't have that many subscribers right now, but I'm looking for more. I hope you enjoy my profiles and whatever else, pack opening, stuff like that. So I'm gonna start with this Madolche Deck Profile. I'm really looking forward to these guys coming out. They look really good, and to me, next format, I hope it's control. I hope it's a control format because I think everyone wants that. So 3 effect wheelers, stop effects. It's good this format. I'm not sure if it turns control fat. I'm not sure whether I should use these because if heroes come back GKs, they're not really gonna get hurt too much by this. Next card we have, the first Madolche card is called Duelist. Now, if you don't know Madolches, they all have the same effect. When they're destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, they return to your deck and you shuffle. I like to call them the anti-sporns, because they do the exact opposite. You don't want them in your graveyard. So, what Duelist does is, if you have a new spell, which I'll get to later, well, you can search out any field spell, but I normally search out. Now, Chevalier. This is your beat stick in the deck. 17 with the field spell on. It's on board. It's 22, and you can lock your opponent with this. If you have 2 on the field, they can't attack because it says your opponent cannot target Madolche monsters for an attack except Madolche Chevalier. So if you have 2 on the field, your opponent pretty much can't attack. Madolche Magellini. Madolche Magellini is pretty much the Stratos in the deck. It can become a 19 beater, so it's even higher than Stratos, and when it's destroyed, it goes back to the deck. So, if they destroy it, you just keep searching her out. And that's the good thing. That's the cool thing. She can search herself out, which is really beast. Now, one of my favorite personal cards in the deck, Madolche Meffel. Meffel is just broken. What it is you switch it, and I'll let you read the effect here. I'll scroll down. Once per turn, you target one face-up Madolche monster that's in attack position and one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls. Change both into defense position, and neither of them can change their battle positions until the end of your opponent's next turn. So they have Grapha on board. You just switch her or him, whatever it is. I don't know. It's freaking cheap. You switch that card and the Grapha, and they both can't change. And then it's a 23 defense monster that's hard to get over. So that means Dolka can't even get over it. So that's pretty good. And of course, Book of Moon, Darkhold. I run Lances because it's really control deck, and it has a problem with high attack monsters. So this really helps out, especially when you Forbidden Lance their monster, and your monster comes back to your deck and or hand, which I'll explain later. Heavy Storm, I don't like it running Heavy Storm with field spell cards, but you gotta kind of have to run. It's so good. Madolche Chateau. Now this card is what makes this deck, I think, competible next format. When this card is activated, you can shuffle all Madolche monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Madolche monster must be in your graveyard to activate this effect. Madolche monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. So far, sounds decent, not that good. Here's the game changer. You can return to your hand any monster from your graveyard that would be shuffled into the deck by the effect of Madolche monster. So now, you have 3 Madolche monsters on board. They dark all the field, they're all coming back to your hand. And if you figured out what I figured out, Ultimate Offering makes this deck insane. Because she searches out herself, he searches out the field spell, and you just keep summoning. And Pot of Duality doesn't stop you. So, Monster Reborn, kind of standard. I don't really like it with how they return to the deck. 3 MSTs, gotta get your plays off, gotta destroy the back rows. Dualities, set up your combos. Bottomless, getting increasingly better. Deep Prison, I don't like the Dragon matchup. Phoenix Chain, I hate Insectors, even though I used to run them, whatever. Judgment, obviously, Double Warning. Starlight Road is field spell deck, of course, and 2 Ultimate Offerings, the best card in this freaking deck besides the field spell. So, side deck's kind of blurry, just kind of Fisher, Chalice, Soul Takers. I'm thinking about Vandy's Emptiness, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know whether I like that card. I'm thinking about running it. I think I probably will, because that card is probably ridiculous in this deck. Compulsory, of course, Dragon matchup I hate. You gotta get over big monsters. Darkhold is another problem with this deck, so 3 Dust Tornadoes. Chain goes in match because they're all Earth, which is really good. And I don't know what's coming out. Cat, of course, Stardust, your target for Starlight Road. The rank 3s, even though the only way you get into them is Manifold or Monster Reborn. Snow Peak Giant, he's kind of cool, kind of tech card. Since they're all Earth and he's kind of Earth and he has an Earth effect, and you can detach one Xyz material, and then you target a set card and it can't be activated while this is face up on the field. This card with an Xyz monster destroys opponent's cards by battle. Target one Earth monster special in defense mode, so you're like recycling your own monsters, you're plushing yourself essentially. And with this deck, you want to constantly plush yourself. Pearl, the Gaia Knight, Maestroke, level 4, Zen mains, Photon, Papa, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's so good. I call it Papal. Photon Papal, so good. I can't tell you how many times I go into it. Roach, Dragons again. This card I've been trying out, it's Alchemic Magician. What it does is it gains 200 attack for each of your spell cards in your graveyard, and once per turn in your end phase, you can attach one of these material from this card, and send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Set one spell card from your deck in your spell and trap card zone. Which this I thought was really, really cool, because what you can do with this deck is when you side in Chalices or something like that, maybe even, or you already have Lances and MSTs, during your end phase, you detach one, set an MST or a Lance, they can't attack over it, or you destroy a spell or trap card, and plus it gains 200 attack after that card leaves. So you put Lance on board, that's pretty amazing, and it's 3 level 4 spellcaster type monster, but I do realize is that a lot. But with the field spell, you get to recycle them, and then you also run 6. You run the 3 Butler Roosts and the 3 Magdalenis, which I thought was pretty cool. This is a new Earth one I'm trying out. It just gets over monsters 23, and then you can attach it all non-Earth, lose 5 on attack. Utopia and C39. So I hope you like this deck. I haven't played too much meta with this deck, but I'm going to try to, hopefully, too. I played Exactors. It kind of ruffles on them. But hopefully y'all like this deck, and hopefully I can get it done and show you actually the real cards. Maybe I'll make some adjustments, vanities, emptiness, stuff like that. I got any ideas for the deck? Just tell me. I don't like the other 2 Madolche cards, even though I'm thinking about Mule, Fatoon. That's about it. So, I hope you like this deck profile.